Oh, I'm live. I'm live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. It looks like I don't have a chat box again today. And I feel like it's very dark in here. I don't know about you, but it seems really, really dark in here. I want to show you. See, I'm in downstairs. I'm in a basement bedroom, but I'm not like locked in the dark. It's beautiful in here. Truly. I don't understand why it seems so dark, but it does. But it's not spooky. I promise. Hey, maybe, just maybe it's because it's Friday the 13th. I think I now realize why I got such a good deal on my ticket from Palm Springs to Denver. It's Friday the 13th. Just saying. Just saying. A lot of people think Friday the 13th is a really lucky day because it's a day that all your luck can change. So if you haven't been having a great time, this might be time. Yeah. And my trip is coming to an end today. Yes. I fly home this morning back to Palm Desert from the beautiful green and mountains. Yeah. Except you haven't been able to see them, have you, Sandy? Because it's been a little bit smoky here. Apparently, even though we're a mile up, the smoke from all the fires in California and Colorado get caught up in the wind, whatever it is, and brings the air quality here has been less than awesome, which has made some things kind of difficult because you don't want to eat inside because of COVID, but you don't want to eat outside because of the air quality. So what do you do? Yeah, you pick up food and you eat at home. We did that last night. There's this place called Cava. Apparently we have them all over California too. I've never been to one before. And first, let me say that the food was fabulous. It was fabulous. But ordering it was a nightmare, my friends, a nightmare. Okay, my little rant. I'm sorry. I mean, I got notes. I got stuff I want to talk to you about, but first, my rant, okay? Here's my rant. And no, Stephen, I can't see comments, but I assume that means you're here and you're going to be my point man, if you would. So just let me know when somebody joins us so I can say good morning, like good morning, Stephen. Anyway, here's my rant. I'm a senior citizen now, right? You got that. I know that. I want to see a menu when I go into a restaurant. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, I want a menu. I don't want to take a picture. Good morning, Indy, my love. I don't want to take a picture of a little blah, 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 and then try to read your menu when the letters are this big and I can't find the prices and nothing makes any sense. And when I want to look at something else, I lose everything and have to start over again. Lynn and I sat in our car for almost 15 minutes trying to place a to-go order so we could take it home and eat it at home. Yeah, seriously, almost 15 minutes in the car. I'm sorry I keep switching this thing, but it looks like the light is not good for you, and obviously that lamp is not helping at all. Would you like me to go turn the lamp off? I could do that. Okay, I'm going to go turn it off. Don't go away. Hi. Ta-da! It's a little darker, I know, but at least that annoying like flash isn't there anymore. Anyway, we finally did get to order, but not online. So I said, okay, you stay in the car. I will go in and place the order, right? So that's exactly what I did. I put on my mask and I went in to place the order. I was going to hand them Lynn's, which was on her phone, and just tell them mine. Except it didn't work that way. I had to go back and forth between her order and my order because it's a place like Subway where they just keep adding things that you want to add. So at each station, I had to look at Lynn's phone again. And of course, her phone kept closing. So I had to keep remembering her password to reopen her phone. By the time we got home, I was a wreck, but she had a delightful bottle of Pinot Noir waiting for me. And it was a delicious dinner. And we sat and chatted and laughed and cried together. And we watched a chick flick. It was so good. Something about always maybe. I don't remember, but we did. We sat there on the couch together, crying and hugging. And this mug, by the way, is from the National Roller Skating Museum. Lynn was roller skating queen back when we were pals. I didn't roller skate. She used to roller skate with my husband along the strand at the beach. So when I was traveling across country and I saw a sign for the National Roller Skating Museum, bam, pulled off that throughway. I don't remember where it was. Does it say? Oh yeah, it was in Lincoln, Nebraska. Right. So we pulled off she wasn't with me. I pulled off the throughway, went to the National Roller Skating Museum, and I actually brought her this mug years ago. Okay, I'm through ranting. I know it took up so much time, but I couldn't help it. I mean, come on. It's just frustrating, but it was delicious. Seriously, was delicious. What else? I I was looking for my glasses, but I found them now. Oh, I know what else. It's Friday the 13th. Duh, that's like the big news today, right? And I do think that's why I got such a good deal on my ticket. I'm serious. We're going to talk about superstitions in a little bit because I had a really fun time looking up superstitions. It's National Kool-Aid Day. I mean, it's summertime, so you set up Kool-Aid stands, right? My grandson did many Kool-Aid stands, and now I have to admit something. I've never tasted Kool-Aid. No. So when people say, "Did you drink the Kool-Aid?" The answer is no. I I've never had Kool-Aid. It just never looked interesting to me, I guess. So I never had the Kool-Aid. But it is also National Prosecco Day. And there we can talk about flavors and tastes because, oh, yeah, I do like my Prosecco. In fact, Indy and I made mimosas with Prosecco just the other day when I was home. Maybe we'll do them again today. Who knows? It's Shop Online for Groceries Day. Yeah, I can't do that either. I am like, I know it's incredibly convenient. You call them, they pull everything off the shelves, the bags are ready. You just drive up, they put them in your car, and you drive home. So here's what the problem is for me. I like to look and see what's available. I like to look at the different brands because I don't necessarily buy the same exact thing every time. And I don't want somebody else to pick out my food. If it's fresh food, I want to pick it out. And they do substitutions. I don't want substitutions unless I pick them out. Okay, I know it works for a lot of you, and I am happy for you. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm not big on it, but today is Shop Online for Groceries Day. Did I ever drink Tang orange juice? It's sort of like Kool-Aid. Never mind, it's not. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't like it, but I was playing astronaut when I was a little kid. And of course, we used to drink Tang when we were kids. Not lots of it because I couldn't stand the taste of it. But you had to have Tang if you were playing astronaut. That's just what you did. Okay, happy birthdays. Oh, these are such good birthdays today. The first one's my favorite. A little sure shot. Annie Oakley's birthday. So, okay, you have to be my age or even older to remember this, but from 54, I was like 5 or 6 years old, from like 54 to 57, 8, something like that. There was a TV show about Annie Oakley and her little brother Tag, and she had a crush on the sheriff. His name was Lofty. Do you remember? Oh my God, I loved her. And she was, she would carry her rifle and she would save the day all the time. She was a girl hero. We were talking about, are there any girl heroes? Oh yeah, Annie Oakley. She was big time. I loved her. Here's an interesting thing I found out about that though. The producer of the Annie Oakley show was none other than the singing cowboy Gene Autry. Yeah, he was a singing cowboy, but he had his hands on quite a few things. Gene Autry also had a group, something Cowboys of the Frontier. Somebody help me out. What was Gene Autry's singing group? Come on, Stephen, Indy, text me. Gene Autry's singing group. Something of the New Frontier or something like that. Yeah, I that was my first kind you know what I say? I met him. That's what I wanted to say. I met Gene Autry. I met him when I was a kid and his Pioneers of the New Frontier or something like that. Yeah, I met him at Knott's Berry Farm when I first moved to California. They were performing there and we got to talk to him afterwards. No clue. Roy Rogers had the Pioneer Boys. Gene Autry, no. Oh, I was sure Gene Autry had a group, and that's how I met him at I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I thought it was him. Okay, what else? Happy birthday to Alfred Hitchcock. Did you know he was Sir Alfred Hitchcock? And apparently, thanks to Ginny, I found out that the house that I always thought was his in Palos Verdes apparently wasn't his, that he lived in West LA or something. Happy birthday to Don Ho. Don Ho, the Hawaiian entertainer. He was actually quite entertaining. And let's see, Bert Lahr. Bert Lahr, Wizard of Oz. Come on, you know Bert Lahr. He was born in 1895. Wow. Okay, Friday the 13th. Luck is on your side. If you have a Wendy's near you, apparently you get a free breakfast croissant this morning because they want you to know that luck is on your side. How cool is that? So if you can handle it, find a Wendy's and see if they're participating in the Wendy's Luck is on Your Side promotion. This is the day that we lost Helen Gurley Brown. She was a writer, wrote all kinds of women's lib kind of stuff. There was a movie with Natalie Wood. Oh, I can't remember the name of that either. I didn't do enough homework this morning. That's clear. Anyway, Helen Gurley Brown died today, as did, and we must remember her, Julia Child. Yeah. Remember the movie Julia or something like that? Julia and Julia. I don't know. Something. It was about some woman who wanted to cook every recipe in the Julia Child's cookbook. But my favorite thing about her, I didn't watch her show more than one or two times, but I did watch the Saturday Night Live play on her. The parody was hilarious. First, you catch the chicken. She had a very deep, very English voice. She was known for her voice as much as for her cooking. I mean, come on, she was a spy in World War II. Wow, didn't know that. Julia Child. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. And thank you for the Don Ho reference. Don Ho was the guy who did Tiny Bubbles in the Air. Yeah, he was the Hawaiian guy. In 1995, this world lost Mickey Mantle. Yeah, Mickey Mantle. So I remember that my son, who is now in his mid-40s, got a Mickey Mantle card as a gift for his bar mitzvah when he was 13. He still has it. I wonder what it's worth. I started looking up, but then I realized I didn't know, does he have a rookie card? Does he have a this card or that card? Because there's so many others. But here's what I did find out. There was a 1952 Topps card that's worth over $10 million. It's the classic. And then the PSA 9, whatever that means, rookie card, sold in January of this year for $5.2 million. Mike, if you're listening, you might want to check and see what kind of Mickey Mantle card you have. I think it might be worth some bucks. Yeah. The rookie cards are very rare. I do know that. But I don't know what card Mike has. So let's find out together, Mike. Maybe we can all go on a family megacation. Yeah, who knows? Anyway. Here's to Mickey Mantle. We remember you fondly. Okay. Now we get to the good stuff. Can we talk about superstitions a little bit? I don't know about you, but I don't think of myself as a particularly superstitious person, but yeah, I'd be wrong. I'd be very wrong. There are so many things that I do out of habit to be safe or to be this or okay, let's talk about some of them. First of all, in my closet, I did not bring them, which a few years ago would have been unheard of. I would have worn them, but I know when I stopped taking them on trips, when you had to take your shoes off. But now I have TSA, so I can just leave my shoes on, which means I could start wearing them again. I have a pair of Lucky shoes. I do, but they're like Oxfords, black, like velvety Oxfords with little silver iridescent stars all over them. Yes, they are children's shoes. And yes, they do fit me because I have little tiny feet, but they have kept me lucky since the day I got them. Seriously. I remember once I had to do, I was in charge of a big, huge fundraiser. And if you've ever worked on a fundraiser, you know there's so many elements to it, so many things that could go wrong. And of course, it was elegant. So I was wearing a long gown and all dressed up, but my gown went to the floor. And underneath my gown, I was wearing my black Oxfords with little stars all over them because I didn't want anything to go wrong. Those people who were friends of mine back in the 80s and 90s, they know. Sandye wore her magic shoes whenever she was nervous about anything. And whenever she wore them, nothing went wrong. I saved them. They still fit. It's just, I'll have to start wearing them again on special occasions. They're my magic shoes. I also have magic boots that I wore with unicorns and they're pink rubber boots with unicorns and rainbows all over them. And I wore them when my son was on a TV quiz show. He won 80 some $1,000. So obviously those are pretty magic too, right? I told him it was my fault. He should have given me half because I brought the magic shoes, right? Yeah, it didn't happen that way. Okay, so let me put on my glasses here because I made a list of do black cats bother you? No, Stephen, black cats don't really bother me. But if a black cat walked right in front of me, I would be a little freaked out. I'm not going to lie, I would. But I'm always looking for four-leaf clovers. I pick up every penny, and no, I don't care if it's heads up or heads down. If I spill salt, I throw it over my left shoulder. What else? I wrote some down. Oh, see a pin and pick it up, and all that day you'll have good luck. My mother taught me that. So I know there are people who get very aggravated with me because I pick things up off the ground all the time. But I also carry hand sanitizer, so it's okay. I used to think that if I didn't get all worried and upset before a big event, any kind of event, I don't mean it had to be like a party. It could be a test. It could be a meeting. It could be anything. But if I was the least bit apprehensive, if I didn't worry and get upset first, everything would go wrong. But if I worried in advance, then everything would go right. Can I tell you what a stressful way that was to live? It did take me a little while, but I had to switch my mindset to everything's going to be okay. Yeah, not only okay, but things are going to be awesome. Yeah. So it works for me now. I don't have to do that one. I'm really glad. You know, superstitions are based on pseudoscience or ignorance or making a decision about something that happened in your past and assuming that that's what's always going to happen. Sometimes it's just based on coincidence, and coincidences, who knows. What else? Let me look at my notes. I don't walk under ladders. I try really hard not to step on cracks. I don't want to break my mother's back. Geez. Oh, I do kind of worry that bad luck and deaths come in threes. I don't know where that came from. And the number 666 representing the devil, doesn't it kind of creep you out a little when you see 666 somewhere? It does me. Remember back in the day when we had birthday cakes and you could blow out the candles for luck? Yeah, you can't blow them out anymore, but I still think birthday candles you can make wishes on and they're lucky. Oh, I used to have this like amazing wishbone collection. It's not that I didn't like, putting your pinkies in the little turkey wishbone and making a wish on Thanksgiving, but I guess I was always afraid I might lose. So I just saved the wishbones and I probably had, I don't know, a dozen perfect little wishbones saved on the spoon. You have that spoon thing next to the stove, it's spoon catcher, spoon holder, whatever it is. Well, I used to pile them up on there until I got a new cleaning service one day. And when they were done, I had no more. I guess they thought it was garbage, so they threw it out. It was my garbage. I loved my wishbones. Yeah. Candles, wishbones. I always save birthday candles and put them under my pillow. Yeah. I mean, come on, you have some superstitions. You know you do. I probably have tons more that I didn't even think about because it's so part of my regular life and routine that I just do it automatically. But whatever my superstitions are, they must be working because my life is pretty awesome. Oh, I got my MRI results yesterday. I told you I've been out of tennis for, I'm going to say almost 2 months already, or it feels like years. Oh, I miss my tennis so badly. But I've been having trouble with my whole left side from my hip all the way down to my foot. And right before I came to see you, I told you I had my MRI and I went into the closed MRI. Ew, creepy. Anyway, yeah, I got a slip disc, pinched nerve, whatever you call it. So we're going to try some physical therapy. I'm not allowed to play tennis for a while still. If that doesn't work, it's an epidural. Not excited about that. And there's only about a 20% chance I'd have to have surgery to remove the disc. But come on, seriously, if you wanted to go on a picnic, and my life is a picnic, and they said it was a 20% chance of rain, you might throw an umbrella in the trunk just in case, but you'd still go out for your picnic. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at my life. If I only have a 20% chance of needing surgery, I'm going out there with my umbrella in my car, ready to just play the game, not tennis. Indy was thinking maybe it was time to put a swimming pool in. We do live in the desert. It would be nice. And he promised me that we could do the kind that's only 4 feet tall. 4 feet tall. I guess that would be about here on me. So, 4 feet tall? I'm 4'10". Well, at least that's what I think I am. So it would just like cover my ears. But I could still like step on my tippy toes, right? Anyway, I wouldn't be afraid of drowning. I'm not really big on swim things, I'm not a water person, but I could learn to be if that's the only kind of exercise I can get. They told me walking and swimming would be okay. So I'm going to do some walking and swimming until I'm healed. And then I'll get back to tennis. But I will get back to tennis. All right. The word art for today. This is a fun one. I kind of wish I was doing this one when Indy was with me, him being a psychologist and all. But today's word art says, you ready? Yeah, well, if you did know, what would the answer be? You know how always people say, oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Well, my question when people say, I don't know, is, well, if you did know, what would the answer be? It's a tactic that psychologists, psychiatrists, coaches, even friends use. Okay, you say, well, what do you think? Blah blah blah, and the answer is, I don't know. Really? Well, if you did know, what would the answer be? I love that question because if you really look at it, down deep, dig deep, we usually know the answers to our own questions. We do. We usually know what to do. We usually know what to say, but we don't always say it or do it. Which is why we have what do I say, what do I do? And we pose questions like this. So you think about it some more. But if you really look, there's an answer. You have an answer. It may not be the right answer. I'm not saying you know the right answer, but you always have an answer if you dig. There's always something. And most often, I think if you really dig in, you'll find out that you do know. But it sure is nice to have someone to help you get to that point, isn't it? Yeah. Could I do a few more superstitions? I have some more. Oh, good. Thanks. When you go through a tunnel, do you hold your breath? When you go through a tunnel, do you lift up your feet so they don't touch the ground? I don't know what the reasoning is behind it, but I know I do those things without even thinking. I like toilet seats closed because somebody told me that if you leave your toilet seat up, all the wealth escapes from your house. Yeah. And no whistling at night, and no whistling indoors, and no opening umbrellas inside the house. Okay. You can add some. You can add some because that's the word art today. So in the comment section, just put down. Okay, put it down. Put it down. Oh, Stephen said the answer is 3. What's the question? And he says that the answer is he has 3 beautiful daughters. Oh, congratulations. Oh, Indy, thank you. Indy says, this is such a great way to end this morning. Indy says, I used to be superstitious, but it brought me bad luck, so I gave it up. Thank you, Indy. Wish you were here. Feet up crossing a bridge, not a tunnel. Okay. All right. I like that. All right, my superstitious friends. It is Friday the 13th. Go forth. Break no mirrors. Break no mirrors. Pick up pennies. Love your neighbor. I don't know what that has to do with superstition. It's just something I just said. Yeah. Go roller skating. Have a wonderful day. Start it with a sip and a smile in the darkness and in the light. I love you. I do. Seriously. And I will see you tomorrow. And Indy, I'll see you in just a few hours. I'm flying home. Bye-bye, everybody. See you tomorrow from the desert. Yeah, back in the heat. Bye-bye.